In Season 2 with QPR, we missed out on promotion to the Premier League. In the playoffs, a 1-0 defeat against London rivals means that we spend a third season in the Championship. Is this going to be the year that we can go one stage better and get ourselves promoted back to the Promised Land? It is obviously the start of a brand new season. The transfer window has literally just opened, I believe, or if it hasn't opened, it's opening very, very soon. Financially, for this window, we have not got a lot of money to spend. £551,000. We kind of need to make use of what we currently have in our squad. And I don't think we have a particularly bad squad. When you think we did finish just outside the playoffs in Season 1, inside the playoffs in Season 2, maybe we can get a couple of decent good free transfers kind of from a few places. Maybe players who've been released from Premier League sides. That should hopefully be enough to strengthen us to make sure that we're at least getting back into the playoffs. The playoffs, by the way, that the board, I don't think really care if we get in the playoffs. So they want us to just develop youth players and just play good football and have fun. The supporters, do they want us to get promoted? They want to be competitive against Brentford and Fulham and finish mid-table in the Championship. So basically, we really should be just kind of beating expectations, at least from the supporters' perspective, every season. And I know this was obviously last season, but we were predicted to finish 21st place in the table. I'm hoping once we actually get to the end of the transfer window, we're maybe predicting like 10th, kind of mid-table, and then obviously if we outperform that, then we should be nice and good to hopefully get ourselves promoted to the Premier League. Right, let's jump forward then to probably the end of the transfer window, see what business we can manage to do, and if we can actually strengthen our team. First of all then, starting with the players who have not had their contracts extended. Joe Bryan is the first one. Obviously played a couple of seasons for us, 62 league games in total, but now at the age of 33, probably wasn't going to play for us much longer. Rafty Pedder, a player who was basically way too good, but also really bad. He wasn't a good footballer, but for some reason did actually quite well for us. He has left the club, and I think everyone else is pretty much kind of a rotation or a squad player of sorts. So I don't think there's anyone. Reece Bennett, a player that we did sign in Season 1, he just wasn't playing for us, so he is gone, and everyone else, I'm 99% sure we don't know or care about them. It is a bit harsh, but I think most of these are actually kind of not even real people. Oh no, this guy's real. And I guess this guy actually was pretty good. We just didn't need him. We had no use for him in our team. He's moved on to Swindon. He actually spent the last couple of seasons, or 3 seasons, out on loan. I think 7 players have left the club on permanent deals. Joshua Squires is first up. The 22-year-old Scottish defensive midfielder has left, signing for Hamilton. For £200,000, Ghassan Admeh has moved over to Raja Casablanca, basically a player who we brought in last season on a free transfer. He was absolutely garbage. We have sold him for £150, possibly going a little bit higher. Corey Gordon, a player who did not want to extend his contract, annoyingly, because he's actually quite good, has left the club, gone to Birmingham on a free transfer, and then moved over to Bolton on loan. We say goodbye to Kelvin as well, a player that we brought in a couple of seasons ago, and he wasn't good enough, was he? Let's be honest. He has moved on a free transfer over to Chesterfield. That's not true. It wasn't a free transfer. It was £325,000. We made some money there. And then moving up in value, Noah Kenner. Next up, the 24-year-old Liberian defensive midfielder has moved over to Oxford United in League One, by the way, for 1.3, possibly going up to £1.5 million. He was playing for us, but mostly off the bench. That's reasonable money, especially when you consider we've also sold 2 players for well above £6 million. Joe Gauci is one of those players. We didn't really need him. We signed Christian Walton last season to sit on the subs bench. Gauci, obviously a very good goalkeeper, has moved over to Norwich, as you can see, for £6 million, possibly going up to £7.25 million. And the big one, Jensen Weir, moving over to Hull for a whopping £8.25 million. They have obviously been promoted to the Premier League, so he has taken that leap upwards. But that's a huge amount of money. It means that our £500,000 transfer budget that we did have obviously got drastically increased. And it's currently sat at £13 million because we didn't really spend too much of it. We spent about £1 million. And this is in order of when players join the club. Sean Stewart, first up, 24-year-old Northern Irish left back. We are trying to retrain him to be a left wing back, although arguably maybe a centre back could also do a job for him. He's come in on a free transfer. Andrew Moran, a player that I signed on one of my earlier saves in FM24 for my Reading side, I believe. Signed from Brighton on a free transfer. He's really good. He just does a job as an attacking midfielder. He's basically come in on a free transfer. He's already got a goal and 2 assists. Arguably on too much money is Marcus McGuane, a 28-year-old Irish, I was going to say international, he's not an international at all. He is signed formerly of Luton and a bit of time at Oxford United as well. Free transfer, he's on nearly £20,000 a week, but he's a very good footballer. Someone who isn't a particularly good footballer is John Proud. He's an 18-year-old Scottish under-18 international, nearly said under-21, under-18 international signed from Ayr United on a free transfer because apparently my scouts think there's something about him. My coach is not too convinced. We've also brought in Owen Goodman, who is not our new number one goalkeeper. He has come in as a backup. He is a 23-year-old English goalkeeper, formerly of Colchester and Crystal Palace as well. Looks like the Colchester's worth maybe 3 loan spells? No, 2 loan spells over the course of a couple of years. We've also signed 23-year-old Congolese or Democratic Republic of Congolese defender Luke Mbete, 15 caps to his name, formerly of Manchester City. A free transfer for a player of this level is a very good signing, I think. He's going to be walking straight into our first team, particularly when you think we play 3 centre-backs. We do need to get some kind of decent young quality centre-backs. Moving now on to the players who cost a bit of money. Dave Oliver, he's cost £2,500 from Guiseley. He is most certainly one for the future. I wouldn't worry too much about him. One who is most likely going to be playing for us, though, is Dominic Corness, the 24-year-old English central midfielder signed from Coventry. He has come in for £325,000, which I think is a very good bit of business for a player of this quality, and he's still pretty young. And finally, a new gen in the shape of James Taylor, a 19-year-old Scottish striker signed from Kilmarnock. £775,000 it has cost us. He scored 7 goals in 16 Scottish Championship matches last season for Kilmarnock. This one, I think, is certainly one for the future, but he's really good now. So I think we might try and get James Taylor some first-team football. And that is it, I think. I don't think I've missed anybody off who's left or joined the club. We have loaned out a few players as well. So Iopenda has gone to Chesterfield. We've also got Cooper going on loan to Charlton. Adam has gone to Rochdale. Kurd has gone to Mansfield. Rob Gardner has gone to Reading. This one is quite useful. I think he needs some game time. Also, Brandon Cooper, by the way, is the guy we spent too much money on in the first season. He's out of contract at the end of the year. He's probably just going to leave. We've also got Mick Pickering going out on loan. He needs to get some game time as well. So going to Crewe in League 2 would be good for him. Louis Gibson, another player I think he could do with a bit of game time because he's played 7 times for us. And Jake Coombs also going out on loan. I think that is everyone. And we're already 7 games into the season, and we are currently sat 8th place in the table. I want to have a quick look. The season preview, we are still predicted to finish down in 20th place. Really? 20th place? We finished, 6th or 5th last season? A 20th place is ridiculous. Also, something I want to draw your attention to, Luton have a 12-point deduction because obviously in-game they were in the Premier League, I believe, in Season 1. They've been relegated, but they have got players getting stupid money who basically they're still paying ridiculously high wages for people, but they haven't got, they're not good anymore. They're not good enough for this team, for this league. They're not really selling the players. When they are selling, they're not getting massively high values for them. They are just kind of hemorrhaging money. I feel like Luton are on a bit of a downward spiral. Other things that have gone on, the Carabao Cup, we've already been knocked out of that, losing to Ipswich in the second round. Like I said, we are 8th in the table, 3 wins, beating Plymouth, Bournemouth and Lincoln. That Bournemouth victory is a very good win because they have only lost once against us up in second place. We've drawn with Birmingham, but we have lost against Blackburn, Bristol City and Derby. So we need to start turning some of those defeats into draws at the very least, and obviously that draw would have been nice if that was a win, wouldn't it? I think we should be getting playoffs again. And when it comes to players being locked in for the season, nobody. We are not locking in anybody at all. So I just want to kind of do this very, very quickly. Best 11. This is what they think is going to be our best 11. So Walton in goal, Bette, Clark Salter and Grant in defence. Huggins, Field, McGrain, Norton Cuffey as the defensive midfield positions and wing-backs. Willock and Moran, and then Ola Adembomi leading the line on this one. I think this is good. We've also got obviously players like Ajayi. He's 33 now, but he can kind of slot into those defensive positions. So what you've got here, if you look, we've got Bailey Spencer-Adams. We've also got Semi Ajayi, who can play as a centre-back as well. So we've got 5 pretty good centre-backs in the squad. Defence midfielders, we've got really good defence midfield options. McGrain, Field, we've obviously got Grant can play there. Corness as well can play there. So I'm quite happy with that. Attacking midfield roles, we've got Willock, we've got Wright, we've got Moran. Maybe we could have done with another attacking midfield. And strikers, we are kind of a bit overloaded with Atete, with Taylor, and with Ola Odembomi up front. So we've got players in most positions, I think. I do want a new goalkeeper, but Walton's hopefully going to be good enough for this season. Maybe in the summer, we need to get ourselves a better first-choice goalkeeper, because Walton will be 32 come the start of next season. But he's fine, right? Right, next thing to do then is jump forward to the end of the season. I guess let's do the end of the regular season, see where we finish before we get into the playoffs. 3 points. 3 points off of automatic promotion. We finish in 3rd place, 88 points on the board. Burnley finishing in 2nd on 91. I'm wary about looking at the schedule. We lost the final game of the season. We lost the final game of the season against Watford. Where's Burnley? I mean, we drew with Burnley. What did they do? If they lost as well, So they won their final game of the season 6-1. So goal difference-wise, we had the better goal difference as well. If we just beat Watford on the final game of the season, we would have actually been promoted to the Premier League. Now, we have to go through the playoffs again. I'm just having a very quick look at the squad. We have got goal scorers for fun. Willock, McGuane, Field, Moran and Ola Adambomi all scoring double figures assist-wise. Obviously, we've still got the playoffs to go, but we've got Field, McGuane, Norton Cuffy, Huggins and Moran. Moran, 20 goals, 15 assists in his first season playing for us. He's ridiculous. But also, I don't think he is. I mean, he is good, right? He's definitely good. I am just looking as well. So, Walton has played 43 matches. He's let in 68. I feel like Walton might be part of the problem here. He's only kept 7 clean sheets. Goodman's played 1 match in the league, conceded once, and then 1 match in the FA Cup and conceded 4. But, I mean, he's obviously not better. But, yeah, I think in the summer we definitely need to get ourselves a brand new goalkeeper if we want to get into the Premier League, assuming we don't go up through the playoffs. Let's go forward and find out, because I'm assuming we are going to be playing, it'll be Derby in the first leg. So let's go forward probably to the other side of the 2 first legs. In the first leg of the playoff then, away from home at Pride Park, we beat Derby 2-1 with a goal disallowed in the 95th minute for Derby. So Ola Odembomi with the opening goal of the game, Field missing a penalty, Carter then equalising for Derby, Willock scoring the winning goal of the game for us. I'm assuming it's a missed penalty. Judging by the 7.5, it might have been a saved penalty then from Hine. So we should have maybe won this 3-1. So we go into the second leg against Derby County at Loftus Road with a 2-1 lead and 17 minutes on the clock. Brooke Norton Cuffy makes it 1-0 in the match, making it 3-1 on aggregate, meaning we have got 1 foot in the door of the playoff final. And then on the 60th minute, Moran with the ball spins, plays it back to Corness, across, finds Field, long range effort from the midfielder, blasts it into the back of the net. A 2-0 victory against Derby County sets up another playoff final. Can we do it this year? There's only one thing to do, and that is to go forward and find out whether we will be able to beat Cardiff, who got past Coventry in their playoff semi-final round. So let's go to the other side of it and see what happens. And at Wembley then up against Cardiff, much like last season, we lose 1-0. Daniel Dionisi, who is an Englishman on loan from a team in Colombia to Cardiff, which is very weird, with the only goal of the game, means we do not get ourselves promoted to the Premier League after season 3. We should be getting promoted. When you look at those match ratings, that is clearly part of the problem. Ola Adambomi getting a 6.1 is not good enough. We had a total of 9 shots, just 3 of them on target. Dionisi, he interests me, okay? He is 18 years old. He's on loan from America to Cali. He's English. He is part Colombian, but he was born in London, and now he's over in Colombia for some reason. He's been on loan at Cardiff for the season. I don't think we can get him on a free transfer, but maybe in the summer. I kind of want to sign him, because he's a bit of like an enigma to me, and I don't know why. So season 3 ends, and we have still not got ourselves promoted back to the Premier League. Let's take a very quick look at the players then. Goals scored, we'll fly through then. Top goal scorer, so Willock in at number 5. 30 years old now. He's got 1 month left on his contract. Do we give him a new deal? Feel like we probably should. He's done well for us. 274 league appearances for Willock so far. We've got McGuane, who currently has a hip injury and has missed quite a lot of football. 12 goals, 10 assists for McGuane. I think the salary that we're paying him, probably worth it. We've also got Sam Field at 30 years old now, 14 goals, 11 assists. He's good. He's also on a lot of money though, isn't he? 306 league appearances, 26 goals, 14 of them coming this season. Andrew Moran in his debut season in the hoops of QPR, 42 league appearances, or 45, sorry. Why is it? It says 42 there, but 45 there. 45 league appearances, including, I guess, the playoffs. He has got 20 goals in all competitions, 16 assists as well. And then top goal scorer with 28 goals is Ola Adambomi. 43 goals in 94 league appearances, 28 in all competitions. He's had a really good season, but he's not very good. He's really not very good. He's just scored loads of goals. I'm assuming his physical attributes. He's a fast lad. He's a big lad. He's 6'3". He's reasonably strong at 12 strength, but he can't finish. Mentally, he's not all there. I mean, I feel like we might need to replace you. And maybe we have somebody coming through our youth intake who can replace him. The answer is no. Okay, we have only signed 5 of these players. So we've got Jack Jones, who's rubbish. We've got Latrell Lindemann, who is rubbish. We've got Axel Martin, who is fast and rubbish. We've got Carlos Rodas, who is all right. He is a bit of a striker, but he's only got 8 finishing. And we have Abdi Jama, who is a Cameroonian who can play anywhere along the kind of attacking midfield roles, who doesn't look very good either. We don't get good youth intakes at the moment with QPR. Maybe if we get ourselves promoted, maybe we'll get some good youth intakes then. But next season, we've got £6 million to spend, and we have to get ourselves in a position to get promoted. I can't really spend another season in the Championship. If we're in Season 5 still in the Championship, something's gone wrong.